In Chicago alone, there are over 2,500 shootings every year. Every year! More than 600 homicides annually. You can count on it. It's perennial. And thousands of sexual assaults, robberies, and burglaries. That's not a statistic, folks. That's an entire neighborhood. That a mother who can't let her kids play outside, a grandmother sleeping on the floor to avoid stray bullets. And you have the nerve to have a No Kings rally? What's wrong with you people? And what do these so-called activists actually do for us? They rally by the tens of thousands, not to stop the shootings in my neighborhood, but to stop the National Guard from stepping in to protect us. They don't live where their compassion lands. They don't hear the gunfire. They don't smell the fear. But they'll protest protection and call it justice. You want equity? Well, then trade places with us. You run your mouth about equity, trade places with us. You want understanding? Move into our community. Move into the community that your votes destroyed. Safety isn't authoritarianism. It's human, it's moral, it's biblical. And if it's good enough for your neighborhood, it should be good enough for mine. Stop calling protection oppression.
Welcome back, Warriors. It's me, Linda B. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. Warriors, I want to talk about a Black female Republican running for Congressional District 1 in the state of Illinois. Her name is Christian Maxwell. She's going up against Democrat Jonathan Jackson, the son of civil rights leader Jesse Jackson. That's what I'll be talking about today on Chat With Me, Linda B. All right, Warriors, you know what to do. Don't forget to give me that thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe to my channel, select all notifications. Stick around to the end. Let's go. All right, Christian Maxwell. She is a Black female Republican. She is running for Congressional District 1, which is basically the south side of Chicago, the rough side. And I must say, after looking at her and looking at Jonathan Jackson, the Democrat who is her opponent, you all know who I'm going to tell you to vote for. You've got one that's common sense and another one that's spewing racism all the time. You know how I feel about the race puppets. You know how I feel. It's almost like another version, in my opinion, of Al Sharpton. And don't forget, Jonathan Jackson is the brother of Jesse Jackson Jr. and son of Jesse Jackson. But I want you to take a look at Christian Maxwell. And for those of you who live in this district, you know what you need to do.
Illinois can't afford more years of poor leadership. It can't afford more years of totalitarianism. It can't afford more years of people deciding that they're going to decide what's good for you, your house, your body, your kids, your businesses, and your bank account. Because that's what's happening right now in Illinois. They're deciding everything for us, and we have little to no say at all. They're driving the entire economy of the state into the ground. Property taxes are strangling business owners. So when that happens, the business owners still have a little bit of means to leave, so they leave the residents to pay their portion plus what you're already responsible for. How can a person in Congress ever be a Band-Aid to this? There are things that can happen at the federal level to decrease federal taxes. I would make sure that every single time I had an opportunity to either write legislation or vote on legislation to decrease federal taxes, I would do it. Because I know that people in states like Illinois, nobody's looking out for you in Illinois. So I would look out for Illinoisans at the federal level with every bone in my body until good leadership is in place here in this state. That is what we need. Those 17 congressional seats, we can't waste them anymore. People look at Congress like, oh, people just go to Congress, they go to DC and hang out. They take pictures with Nancy Pelosi, the person I'm running against, Jonathan Jackson, Jesse Jackson's son. They love a good picture. They love to go out of the country as well.
But you're so much prettier.
That's Christian Maxwell. You heard what she's about. And yes, I checked out her website. She is for parental authority over their children. So parents have a right to know what's going on with their children, what is being taught. You know, those evil ideologies, those on the woke far left like to teach. And she'd also be for letting a parent know if there's any signs of academic trouble. And, she's for lowering taxes. She's for really getting law and order in place. All the things. She's not going to be for any illegals in and around your neighborhoods, okay? She's not going to defund the police. She is, according to her, now, of course, I don't know her, but from the feel that I get from her, she has a good moral compass. This woman appears to be a Christian. Her name is Christian. Christian Maxwell. All right. You heard her say she's going up against Jonathan Jackson, Jesse Jackson's son. Now, I looked at Jonathan Jackson. He's got some little things in his past. And allegedly, he has been in trouble for Stock Act violations in 2023 and 2025. Also, allegedly, some dark money was donated to his campaign in the amount of $1 million. Okay, and also he made some very controversial statements saying that the Chicago Fire Department would allow the homes of Black people to burn. What? You see, this is my problem with these folks. They always love to spew out racism and all of that too. And Jesse Jackson Jr., his brother, he was allegedly caught up in a scandal as well with misusing campaign funds and other scandals and spent some time in prison along with his wife. She was allegedly trying to cover up his crimes. So it seems like we got a little trend going in the Jackson family. 3J loves to get into trouble. I'm just going to say. And Jesse Jackson Jr. pled guilty, already served time in prison, and so did his wife, according to the reports that I've seen. All right. So you're looking at a Jonathan Jackson that has some seemingly, and I'll say allegedly, criminal history in his background. And then you have Christian Maxwell with nothing showing in her background, nothing at all that I could find. So you all in Congressional District 1, I need you all to get out and do your thing. And I want to show you one more clip with Christian Maxwell.
If you're an Illinois resident and you wanted to flip red, if you want Illinois to flip red and you haven't signed a single petition, you're not flipping Illinois red. You're missing the moment right now. Right now is when you start flipping Illinois red, okay? Because you need to have options on the ballot. So if you're not signing petitions, if you haven't knocked doors with a Republican's petition in your hand and said, hey, this is this person who's running for office and they want to see this, this, and this done to make Illinois better. If you have not done that yet, you are missing the moment to flip Illinois red. The work starts now. It starts now. And I'm not fussing at you guys. I'm just letting you know that right now the flipping is now. It's not just at midterms. It's right now. It's right now. And then it's also in March for primaries. And then the big situation happens November 3rd. But right now the flipping starts. So if you're not flipping, you're about to miss it. Sign some petitions. Go knock some doors. Volunteer on a campaign. Get to getting right now.
All right, you folks in Illinois, get to getting. Okay, do you want to see Illinois look better and be better? And I say that her policies, which I've already gone over, are a lot better because with a Democrat, you're going to get the same thing. Lawlessness. You're not going to get law and order with a Democrat. You're going to have illegals running all over the place. They're going to make it a sanctuary. Whatever area they're in, they want the illegals to be there because they don't care about the safety of their constituents, which they've, and this is just my opinion from what I've seen on all these videos, these city council meetings with Chicago Flips Red. You know the crew, Zoe Lee and Danielle Carter Walters. And you also have Miss Jessica Jackson really spilling it, giving them hell. But it looks like they deserve it. This is what we need to do, folks. You need to listen to Christian Maxwell. All right. And you want somebody with common sense. Democrats are really for what Democrats are for. It's not going to change just because you get another Democrat. It's not going to change. They still go by the same playbook. And Republicans go by the same playbook. Republicans are for law and order and parental authority and making sure the parent is involved in the children's education, keeping criminals off the street. Democrats keep criminals on the street, won't let you know what's going on with your child, and are for illegals running all over the place. So you tell me who you should vote for based on that. What is most important to you? That the candidate has a D next to their name or someone with common sense? Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, comment, share, subscribe to my channel, select all notifications. You all be blessed. Love God, your families, these United States of America, and to march on, warriors.